leaked training footage of Lamont Roach Jr. has ignited discussions in the boxing community ahead of his anticipated rematch with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The video showcases Roach delivering powerful combinations and dropping sparring partners, signaling his intense preparation for the upcoming bout. Despite this display, some fans remain skeptical, questioning whether these training performances will translate into success against Davis in the ring. Both fighters have been training relentlessly in preparation for the bout, which is set for June 21st at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
We did how many rounds? We probably did at least 8 straight.
Yeah, but you in the bag for about 8 too.
Yeah.
That's good. You're not in bad shape.
Roach, coming off what he and many others believed was an unfair result in the previous encounter, has doubled down on his preparation. Sources close to his camp report that Roach is engaging in intense sparring sessions and tactical drills designed specifically to neutralize Davis's explosive left hand. According to Showbiz The Adult, Davis could be intentionally using mind games to throw off Roach's focus. The theory is that while the draw was a massive moment for Roach, boosting his confidence and placing him on a level he had never reached before, it may have been part of a larger mental trap.
Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Y'all Tank play so many head games, it's not even funny. Let me tell you something, bro. Lamont Roach has never been this big of a fighter before. Everyone knows Lamont Roach now. So he could be reaping the benefits of just enjoying his status of having that draw with Tank, while Tank is the one with the eye of the tiger. Tank is probably in the gym training his ass off, and then sign the contract like, all right, we got to fight when? June, oh, let's hurry up, and that Sugar Ray Leonard did that to Roberto Duran. Duran was told that he had a fight in a couple weeks, and he was like, dude, I'm 190 pounds in Panama, which is why Roberto Duran was out of shape in the No Mas fight and was like, no mas. So Tank could be over there working, sign the contract in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Lamont Roach got to put a training camp together.
Showbiz emphasized that the first fight was intense but left too many unanswered questions.
Lamont Roach throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. As far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, this second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not going to pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're going to get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's going to be on one. I think the rematch is going to be far more exciting. You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? That is it. Lamont, please say that in the second fight. Any questions? You got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, you got any grease in your hair tonight, Tank? Like, hey, bruh, be on that. Because here's the thing. He never hurt Roach. Roach just waited. And Roach was squared up and turned sideways. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think he had that. He was like, I'm like, oh my. And then he just sitting there like, you can't. I know what you're going to do because I've trained with you since we were kids. Tarver beat Roy, but he knew Roy since amateurs. Roy said he never liked fighting sparring partners because they know you so well. I should have listened to Roy.
Now this rematch has become personal. Each fighter believes he was wronged, and both want to leave no doubts this time around, as Keyshawn Davis addressed what he saw as unfair disrespect from fans and critics who continue to downplay Roach's performance against Gervonta in their first fight.
Nah, y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third? So when they have a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter.
Davis argued that people are too quick to make excuses for Tank, claiming he wasn't himself, while ignoring how well Roach actually performed.
He's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is losing love for the sport, or he lost the love for the sport, and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around 2 of his attention. Is like, that's kind of hard to beat.
Their first fight ended in a controversial majority draw, with many believing Gervonta Davis should have been docked a knockdown after taking a knee in round 9. The referee ruled it incidental, citing eye irritation, which sparked heavy backlash. Roach and his team were adamant that the fight was theirs, with Roach publicly stating, "If that was a knockdown, I win the fight." Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson made it clear that the fight may not be as easy as some fans believe. According to Stevenson, the biggest mistake Davis can make is underestimating Roach, simply because their first bout ended in a draw.
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left, so he better be on his A game.
The controversy not only tarnished what had been a closely contested battle, but also built massive demand for a rematch. Reaction to the result poured in immediately. Claressa Shields took to social media to question the officiating, writing that the referee had made a horrible call. Ryan Garcia went further, saying Roach was robbed. This kind of judging hurts boxing. Manny Pacquiao has officially spoken out about the potential showdown between himself and Gervonta, and he didn't hold back his excitement. The boxing legend, known for taking on the toughest challenges throughout his career, expressed real interest in the idea, calling it a fight he actually likes.
They keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, man. You like that fight? Because he's little, like he's your size.
I like that. I like that. I mean, I like that, but you know, let's finish first this one, because this one is a taller champion like that. So I have a lot of things to do in training camp.
In response to the draw, the rematch was booked almost immediately. Now, both men return with added motivation. Davis is eager to protect his unbeaten record and re-establish himself as one of the top lightweights in the world. Lamont Roach Jr. has made it clear that he's approaching the rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis with a sharper mindset and greater urgency.
That's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed.
Despite being regarded as one of the most powerful punchers in the division, Gervonta's reputation took a hit after what many called a flat and inconsistent performance in their first encounter.
Good boxing ability, a lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people get it messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Roach, on the other hand, is seeking validation. Known for his discipline and intelligent ring IQ, Roach has always been a tactician rather than a knockout artist. In the first fight, his slick movement and accurate counters gave Davis problems. Coach Greg Hackett pointed out that Roach exceeded expectations by not only surviving, but thriving against one of the sport's most feared punchers. Hackett acknowledged that Roach, who moved up from 130 pounds, was widely expected to be stopped. Yet he delivered a competitive showing that many believe should have earned him the win. Greg Hackett said Lamont got the edge because he already did the unexpected. He was supposed to get knocked out coming up from 130, and not only did he not get knocked out, he performed and possibly won the fight. That's what some people believe. I thought it was a very close fight. Greg Hackett made it clear that Roach is coming in sharper, hungrier, and more dangerous this time around. And if Tank isn't fully locked in, he could be in real trouble. For Hackett, this isn't just another fight for Davis. It's the night where everything needs to be perfect.
It'll be the night we have to see the most focus on Tank Davis. Because if he's not the most focused, then he's gonna be in trouble. It's just that simple. This is the night you gotta be not on your A game, you gotta be on your everything game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have everything with you that night. And you can't play about it. And you gotta mean it. Every step gotta be counted for. And he know that. So
the stakes are high. This rematch isn't just about winning a fight, it's about reputations, rankings, and legacy. Former world champion Timothy Bradley believes Davis will make key adjustments and emerge with a clear win this time. Tank has the experience now to know what he did wrong. I expect a totally different version of him in this rematch. Davis has always been marketed as the next great pay-per-view star, but a second disappointing performance could stall that momentum. Former world champion and boxing analyst Sergio Mora gave a passionate take on Lamont Roach Jr.'s performance in his first fight against Tank. Mora firmly believes Roach did enough to win, crediting his discipline, execution of the game plan, and fearless attitude in the ring. He especially pointed out how Roach stood his ground and countered Tank's attempts to intimidate him.
Lamont Roach won that fight. He deserved it. He fought great. He followed the strategy. He was able to back up Tank in the first half of the fight. He didn't take no shit, man. I mean, when Tank tried to, elbow bump him or shoulder bump him, he punched him right in the mouth. Man, it was just a great performance by Roach. Too bad that the judges didn't believe him and they didn't count that a knockdown. I mean, it was terrible.
For Roach, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to beat an undefeated superstar and finally claim the respect he feels has eluded him throughout his career. Meanwhile, Andre Ward praised Roach's boxing skills and warned not to count him out. People underestimate Roach. He boxed a brilliant fight last time, and if Davis starts slow again, it might be too late. Both fighters are undefeated in their last 6 fights, with Davis holding a record of 29 wins, 27 by knockout, and no losses. Roach, with 24 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, is seen as the underdog, but a highly dangerous one. Kenny Ellis emphasized the high skill level both fighters bring to the ring. Kenny Ellis said, "They both at, top of the game. I see a competitive fight, nice clean crispy shots like the first fight." Kenny Ellis pointed out that Roach has demonstrated his talent since his youth, excelling both as an amateur and a professional. Elklis credited Roach's strong background, solid team, and supportive family for shaping him into a fighter capable of adapting to any situation.
Lamont can do a little bit of everything, man. He always been like that since he was a kid, Good fight, top amateur, top pro, Yeah, great pedigree, man. Great team of people, great family, He can do a little bit of everything.
Former world champion Anthony Dirrell highlighted that while he expects Tank to make adjustments, Roach will still be a serious threat. Dirrell acknowledged Roach's ability to read and respond to his opponent's moves, but ultimately leaned toward Davis having the tools to secure a win this time.
It was a close fight. Since the knockdown is no draw, it was a draw. You got to give it the draw, but I think Tank can come in a little different, but I think Roach will still be there to counter him and do everything, but I think Tank can pull out the big...
Anthony Dirrell also defended Tank from critics who have questioned his performance after the draw with Lamont Roach Jr. He made it clear that Tank doesn't owe anyone an explanation and hasn't lost to anybody, reminding fans that Davis is still one of the top fighters in the game and outperforms most of his peers.
Tank has more to prove because of what everybody was saying about him, that he did take a knee, that he should have been counted as a knockdown, he should have lost that fight. Do you think Tank has more to prove?
No, I don't think he got what to prove. What he proven? He ain't lose.
Good.
Yeah,
Anything else you got to say to the fans?
Nah.
All right, man. Thank you, Gervonta.
As the fight date approaches, anticipation continues to build. Press conferences have been tense but respectful, with both men confident in their ability to settle the score. Ticket sales are already strong, and Showtime Boxing has announced it will carry the bout on pay-per-view, promising behind-the-scenes access and a stacked undercard. The last fight was a hit because of Tank, and now the rematch ice a hit because everyone wants to see the magic of Roach once again. Sergio Mora praised Roach's effort. He also also acknowledged the reality that Tank may return sharper, more motivated, and looking to prove a point. Still, Mora remained fully supportive of the rematch, calling it a fight fans deserve to see. Sergio Mora said, "I don't know if he can capture magic like he did on that first night, cause Tank might come back a little bit hungrier and a little bit better, but I would still love it. I would still love to have a rematch." As the countdown to the rematch continues, the boxing world stands divided, fueled by controversy, bold predictions, and rising pressure. The question is still in the air that whether Tank comes back with vengeance or Roach seizes his moment again, one thing is certain, the ring won't lie. If you're as hyped as we are, hit that like button, subscribe for all the latest boxing updates, and drop your prediction in the comments. Who's taking it in Tank vs. Roach 2? Let's talk boxing.